relevance to what? We are not. I thought we've been brought in already. From regional relevance to, 50%. From regional relevance to, awesome. More like it. More like it. Okay, so I said as a student of the University of Ilorin. As a matter of fact, it was in the University of Ilorin I met Fabian Church, the man that just finished speaking with us. How many of us enjoyed that session? It was very short but powerful. I wish he was not traveling. Okay, so started real estate as a student in the University of Ilorin. Trust me, it was really the place where we were, the stage and all, was really nothing promising. All right. Looking at us, or looking at myself when we started, nothing really promising. And I'm not saying this to make us think that we have gotten somewhere. I feel we are still starting, all right, as a company, and every of our staff know that a lot. We're even about to start. So, but it was not looking like it. I wish I could go in details of how it all started. But it started as a university student that was broke and had to fund for himself. All right. But I believe strongly that we can actually achieve stuff. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't say this often. I don't like sharing about it. All right. It took me 2 years to make my first land sales. 2 years. Somebody tell your neighbor 2 years. Maybe that you don't understand. Tell them 48 months. Is it 48? Sorry, not 48. Is that 24? Yes, 24 months. Tell them 24 months. Yeah. So there are some people that have started real estate and in 2 months they've not made a sale and they're already tired and exhausted. They've started 3 months, they've not made a sale, they're already tired and exhausted. It took us 2 years. 2 years. And guess what? These 2 years, I was learning. People around me, because I don't like discouraging people, so I didn't really share the information that I've not made the sale yet. But the way I was going, my drive, I was organizing online events. You would think I have made a lot of money in real estate. But if you're very close, you know that we're yet to make sales. Because many times business, real estate itself, is about perception. It's about what? Perception. When we understand perception, it's going to be very easy for you to build a successful real estate brand. Or regardless of the brand you're building, it might not be necessarily real estate. When we understand perception, we would find it easier to build a brand. Now let's have a conversation. If there's anybody with a mic, you can quickly share. Anybody can voluntarily share what you understand by the word perception. Anybody?
Okay, let's start here.
Good morning, all. So, the word perception, to me, it speaks of your own view, your point of view, how you see things and how things appear to you.
Okay, all right. Who else want to try? Okay, there's a lady there.
Okay, let's do a lady.
The word perception can be described as how you see things, how you interpret things, and how you understand things. And each and every one of us here have different perception on how we see things in our daily activities.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. I think there's still some
Yes, sir, we still have.
Good morning, everyone. To my own understanding, the word perception means the way you understand things the way you view things in your own way. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joanne. So I believe perception is your belief, something that cannot really be changed, and not just how you see things, but how you want to make something out of whatever you believe. That's what I understand.
Good morning, everyone. I am by name Areboy Demujaiwa there for Charles. The meaning of perception to me is how you perceive things generally. It changes, it determines according to your exposure, but how you perceive things.
So do we still have to take, okay, we have more hands. Please, let's know who.
To my own understanding, perception is how you see things and how you interpret them in your mind and your sense based on your exposure, how you grew up, your background, and everything that has to do with your education.
Okay, good morning. What I view perception, that's just it's your point of view.
Good morning, all. In my own understanding is that perception is the way you interpret your own way. Person may hear different, interpret that this thing sounds light. Somebody may tell you that it sounds so deep. So the way you interpret and understand it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Benjamin Kefas. To my own understanding is perception is the way you process how you hear or understand things that you do.
Please, just to add to what I've said before, perception is your mindset, what you determine and what you.
Let's have one more.
One more. Who is going to? Sir, let me beg on their behalf. Let's have all of them. Thank you.
Okay, my understanding of perception is just like everybody just see it here, see their own understanding of perception. Perception is actually a view of a certain phenomena, how people see things and explain them, how they see things and interpret them.
We are taking notes.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So in my understanding, perception means the way you see things and the state of your mind towards something else.
Good morning, everyone. Perception is the way you interpret or you understand a particular view or point.
Good morning, everyone. Perception is the psychological or physiological way you think about something or the sensory of information, how you perceive the information and how others perceive it. So perception is actually the way you perceive the information.
I think we have one more hand. Okay.
The word perceptions to me is a logical thinking of an individual. It can sometimes be dynamics. It changes time to time.
One more person and we are good to go.
Hello. To me, perception is like the way people see things, but different understanding.
Good morning. To me, perception is your mindset about a thing and how you choose to understand it.
So I think we're done.
Thank you very much. My joy is we have a lot of hands that were willing to contribute. So let's give ourselves a round of applause for that. It means we are having a wonderful interaction. Now, yeah, awesome contribution. Awesome contribution. Now I'm going to talk about perception in two ways. One, the way you see yourself. And two, the way you present yourself. Now, when I say the way you see yourself, it could be, it's not just you. I'm also talking about the way you see your business. Sir, can you volume? All right. Okay. So the way you see yourself and the way you present yourself. So one, we have the perception on how you see yourself, on how you see your business. Many people see their business as just a business that is in Gwagwalada. So it's a local business. Now, there are people that see their business as a local business and see their business, those that see their businesses as an international brand. Of course, you're still here in Abuja, Gwagwalada, but you're not just here in your mind. You're projecting where you're taking that business to. Now, let me come back to self. There's a way you see yourself. You just believe that everything you want to do ends in your locality, ends in your region. It could be Gwagwalada, it could be Kubwa, it could be Kuje. And there's a way you see yourself as an international person. All of this is easy to know. Trust me, I can have interaction with a business, and in 5 minutes, I can tell where they are. Either they are just seeing themselves as a local brand or an international brand. Yeah. I'm having a heart to have another just two. All right. How, and the question is, how do you tell a brand, a person, or a business that is just having the locality as their audience, as their business audience? Yeah. This conversation is very important. All right. So who wants to try? Okay. How do you tell a brand, a business, that their audience, they've projected their audience to just be within the locality, within Gwagwalada alone, or just Kuje, or just Kubwa, just their locality? Okay.
In that situation, if you're a business owner and, for example, they are like in Okutuke in Gwagwalada here, they are not on social media. The only way to get their attention is to display it on the place that they can see it, maybe on the market square or along the road.
Awesome. Okay, I think there's one more hand. Awesome. Thank you for that, sir. Okay, just that last one, so that we can.
Okay. Good morning, all. In addition to what our brother just said, I think I would like to say that if you don't see excellence in what someone is presenting, it tells you that that person is not actually looking far, because that excellence is what actually drives you and moves you far and presents you globally.
Awesome. Please, a round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. Awesome. I love that. Excellent. Excellent. And did we mention, I'm not sure they mentioned it. HR, I don't know. One person will be going with a plot of land today. I don't know if it was mentioned. Yeah. Oh, should we take it off? Should we take it off? The response was not.
I think we should take it off, sir.
Okay.
The response is
with
not.
a plot of land today. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So, how do you tell a brand, a business, that is just within their region, locally? All right. I'll start with what he said. Excellence. 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 In communication, these things are not far-fetched. Excellence in communication. Excellence in their dealings with you. Imagine somebody wants to order a good from you, and probably your dispatch rider, or you're the one delivering, maybe because you don't have enough funds to get a dispatch rider, and you're already calling the person, "Oga, where you dey? I go come out, I go leave your goods here." How many of you have had such experience with vendors? Yeah. You already know that this one is just a local brand. All right? excellence. Excellence in satisfying their clients and their customers. But that's not what we're going to. We're still building on perception, right? Perception. Now let's talk about the second part, which talks about how you want your audience to see you. How do you intentionally build a niche, an awareness, a certain light through which they see you? Because whether you like it or not, knowingly or unknowingly, you are passing a perception about your brand. You're communicating to them. And through that, they see you in a certain way. Yeah. Through that, they see you in a certain way. Now, number one, the way you dress, right? The way you dress. There's a funny saying, don't judge a book by the cover. That's a lie. We humans, we judge the book by the cover. Am I lying? Yeah, we judge the book by the cover. That's human psychology. It takes a man 3 seconds to be able to size you. Yeah, it takes a man 3 seconds to be able to size you. Currently, I was in a conversation. I'm not supposed to share this. I'm in a conversation, and we have somebody that wants to get a large number of a large expanse of land. These people buy properties in billions, okay? And I already told myself that at a point I was contemplating changing my phone, but I already told myself I have to change it, which I did. I had to tell myself there's a certain car I will have to get, okay, or rent or something to go for that meeting, because it's a physical meeting. Because even if my Camry is neat and fine, or whatever car I'm driving, all right, there is a perception it passes to them. Oh, not too far, Fabian George, the guy that left. I know, are we live? We are live. Okay, let me not say some information. All right. They had a meeting with I think, an essay to the governor or something. Not, I think, at the east, yeah. If you see the packaging, the car they rented and all of that, because they are into contractor, they build markets for the government and other stuff and all. So they understand the game of perception. So they had to go in a certain way so that first point of contact, they already see, the client already knows that this person can handle my project. Do we understand what I'm saying? All right? Imagine you're going to get a billion naira deal and you are looking like 10,000 naira. All right. That was not intentional. But if that hits you, that means I'm talking to you. Yeah. All right? All right? If you are the client, will you give your money to that person? No. He said something that the rich only patronize the rich. So if you are not wealthy, at least look like you have money. Remember, we're talking about what? Perception. This is one ingredient that will transition you from a local champion to a global champion. I feel that right. Those people that are doing quotes, please write it. Perception is a game that will transition you from a local champion to a global champion. The right perception. All right, the right perception. The right perception. So, in simple words, invest on your outlook. Invest on how you look. Right? People will judge you by how you look. People will judge you. Now, I'm saying people will judge us by how we look. It's looking far-fetched. People are already judging me by how I look. Am I wrong? Yeah. Am I wrong? Do I look like millions of naira? I don't. Oh wow. No, who said that? I love your honesty. Yeah, but I think I do anyway. Perception. 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 Perception will transition you from local to global. Perception. Now, let me quickly go to one of the major things I'm talking about complacency. I'll be talking about complacency. How it can limit you, how it can make you stay down, stay back. Complacency. All right. So I was making some research and I saw that there's been a conversation around complacency and laziness. And I found that complacency is more dangerous than laziness. Complacency is way dangerous than laziness. Yeah, right? Complacency means it is being satisfied with the level you've gotten to. Deep down, you know you should have surpassed it. And there are many people here today, they've been in a level for so long. And the dangerous thing that can happen is you continuously celebrating that level. Of course, we should be grateful, yes, but with the mind that we can do more, we can be more. Probably your business is earning 100,000 a week. That might not be bad, but do you know that they can actually be more? They can actually be more. And I'm speaking from the place of experience. They can actually be more. Because of life, I don't really share some figures and all that. But trust me, they can be more. They can move from doing 500,000 in a week to doing more. From 1 millionaire a week to doing more. From 10 millionaire a week to doing more. They can be more. A person that has broken the mind of complacency celebrates today's win, but knows that today's win ends today. What are we doing tomorrow? In our previous meetings, we were planning, and I told them that I hope you guys know that there are other events coming up, and we also need to start planning them already. All right? Is the flyer for the next event we're having out? Where's Toluwani? Can it be projected? Why are they not projecting? Can it be projected? Right? Maybe we'll use the opportunity to talk about it. Well, however, the next event is not free, anyways. All right. Okay. All right. That sounds like a job. Apologies. Okay. All right. Is it out? Okay. Whenever it's out. Complacency limits progress. Complacency makes you celebrate wins of 5, 10 years ago, and it happened today. Yeah. One that has dealt with the mindset of complacency knows that I've achieved today ends today. What are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing next? Remember, we are trying to move from regional relevance to global authority. This is the mind of people that achieve global fit. Yes, they celebrate today's win, but they are already planning for that of tomorrow. Because life in itself is fickle. Time is not promised. Time is not promised. When we get to the session, I'll be sharing some experience. But last year, January, I was a victim of one chance. And it was just a miracle that I lost my life, because this guy with big guns, and they told me that we should have killed you because you dragged with us, you saw our faces and all of that. But they told me blatantly that, I don't know, we don't know why, but let's just say. So I was just, yeah. Then I realized how time can be. And that was what led us to write the book, Second Chance. The book will be launching today. Yeah. I understood that, I saw that that's like a second chance to life. All right. One of my friends was saying from one chance to second chance. Phoebe and George, actually. All right. So, make us understand that we can actually do more. We can actually achieve more. So, I don't know how much we are earning in a weekly base. I don't know how much we have in our account. All right? It might be satisfying. All right? When you check your account balance and you feel satisfied, I'm really happy for you. Really happy for you. But how many of us here, let's be real, when you check your account balance, you just feel like you want to have an heart attack? It's just too small. Just be real, be real, be real. That alone should, if you're in this state and you are complacent, it means that there's problem. Actually, big problem. Big problem. So even if you're satisfied and you're cool with what you see, all right, how about doubling that figure? How about doubling it? How about doubling it? Is it a bad idea? Huh? How about doubling it? How about doubling the account? All right? How about doubling it? Is it a bad idea? We're sounding like it's a bad idea. Is it a bad idea? Awesome. Awesome. All right. So I'll end this session by saying that regardless, there is more. Regardless, there can be more. For us to move from regional relevance to global authority, we must fight to get more. Thank you very much.
I think we can do better. Let us give him a round of applause. Maybe that should highlight some of the things our esteemed convener said. This is a man who built something out of nothing. And today, this is a brand, the Gimenos brand, that is celebrated all around the world. He refused to be broken. His resolve was unshaken. He said something very profound. He said he made his first sales after 2 years. That's a man that is committed to a cause. I think we should celebrate him one more time. Please put your hands together. We are so grateful to be listening to such a man with this result. At this point, we're going to take out some time to recognize some special guests in our midst. We are grateful that you are here with us, and we sincerely do not take your presence for granted. His Royal Highness Amadu Aguma of Gwagwalada. The divisional police, Nigerian police. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The area commander, Nigerian Police Force, Gwagwalada area command. Commission ably represented by Dr. Hamza Umar. Please. Thank you so much for coming. We also have Alhaji Adams, the principal, School for the Gifted. We sincerely appreciate. Let us also recognize Alhaji Abdurrahman. Thank you so much. We also have with us Mr. Abdullahi Abdurrahman Shida. Mr. Abubakar Sadiq Isa. They are here, or they are ably represented. ASP AY Shiga. Is he here? We sincerely